Friends, let me ask you a question. How many of you have ever felt stuck in life? You knew there was something more. You knew you had potential, but somehow you just couldn't break through? Raise your hand if you've been there. Yes, I see you. Almost everyone has felt that way at some point, and here's the truth. You are not broken. You are not limited. What you need is not a new life, but a new level of energy, a new level of belief, and a new standard for yourself. See, the difference between people who succeed and people who stay stuck isn't resources. It's not money. It's not connections. It's not even luck. The difference is their state, the way they show up every single day. Because when you're in a peak state, you see solutions, you take action, you find a way. And when you're in a low state, even the smallest problems look impossible. So let's change that state right now. Everybody stand up. Come on, play full out. Shake your body, loosen your shoulders, take a deep breath, and on the count of 3, I want you to shout the word yes like your life depends on it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, yes. Louder, yes. One more time with absolute power, yes. Feel that energy in your body? That's your power, that's who you really are. You don't need to wait for success to feel this way. You create it. Now listen carefully. Your life is controlled by 2 invisible forces. The first is your beliefs, what you believe about who you are, what's possible, and what you deserve. Most of us have invisible chains, beliefs that say, I'm not good enough. I don't have the time. I don't have the education. I'm too young. I'm too old. And you know what? None of that is true. Those are just stories you've been telling yourself again and again until they became your reality. But the moment you change the story, you change your life. Think about Thomas Edison. Thousands of failed attempts before he made the light bulb. Do you think he had a belief of failure? No. He believed that every attempt was bringing him closer to success. Or think about Oprah Winfrey, who grew up with incredible hardship. If she believed the story that her past defined her, she would have never built the empire she has today. So I want you to try something with me. Close your eyes just for a moment. Think of one belief that has been holding you back. Maybe it's, I can't start a business. Maybe it's, I don't deserve love. Maybe it's, I'll never be financially free. Whatever it is, bring it up to your mind. Now imagine that belief as a heavy chain locked around you. And imagine yourself ripping that chain apart, breaking it, smashing it to pieces. Because that belief is not the truth. The truth is, you are more powerful than you've ever given yourself credit for. Now open your eyes. Let's replace it. If your old belief was, I can't start a business, your new belief is, I am resourceful, I am creative, and I always find a way. If your old belief was, I don't deserve love, your new belief is, I am worthy of the deepest and most loving relationships. If your old belief was, I'll never be financially free, your new belief is, every day I am building wealth and freedom for myself and my family. Feel the difference? That's how transformation begins. Not someday, but right here, right now. Here's the secret. Your past does not equal your future. Just because something happened yesterday does not mean it will happen tomorrow, unless you live there. And I promise you, you don't have to live there anymore. You get to write a new story. Now the second force that controls your life is your state. How do you show up each day? Your energy, your mindset, your habits. We all have peaks and valleys. But successful people stay in the game. They maintain their state. So ask yourself, how do I want to show up? For myself, I set a few non-negotiables. I work out daily. That intensity trains my mind to perform at a high level. Next is taking care of my health. If I don't eat well, I don't sleep well, I don't think well. In fact, I'm doing an experiment. My goal is to go 10 years without drinking or eating anything that contains sugar. And you know what? Since I started, I've had way more energy, I sleep better, and I'm focused like a laser. Next, I require quiet time. That's when I connect with myself, my values, my vision. I also connect with my team. We have weekly calls where we align on our purpose and take care of any issues. This keeps us in sync so we can serve you better. Finally, I have monthly rituals. These are days where I disconnect from everything and focus 100 on my personal growth. Some call it a retreat, but I don't go anywhere. I simply change my environment. I drive out into the desert. I look at the endless horizon and I think about all of you. Why? Because my goal is to inspire you to unlock your potential. That's why I do what I do. And you know what? All of these things are just habits. They're actions. They're routines. You don't have to do them perfectly. Sometimes I skip my workout. Sometimes I eat something I shouldn't. The key is to show up, be honest, make adjustments, learn from it, and move forward. Because here's the hard truth. Life doesn't get easier. You don't get a magic pill. There is no fairy godmother waving a magic wand. It's up to you. It's up to you to be co-creative with the universe. It's up to you to take ownership of your past, to shift your beliefs, and to show up every day with a new level of energy. Are you with me? Good. Now let me share a story. Years ago, I was working with this guy. He wanted to become a millionaire, but he didn't take action. He told himself he was lazy, but I saw something else. He was afraid. Afraid of success, afraid of failing, afraid of changing his beliefs. So I asked him, if I gave you $1 million right now, what would you do with it? And he said, I'd invest it. And I said, why don't you invest in yourself? Why don't you take $10,000 and use it to launch your dream project? He said, but Tony, what if I fail? I said, then you'll still have $90,000 left. What's the worst thing that could happen? You end up right where you are now. Nothing changes. And guess what? He took the leap. He invested in himself. And within 2 years, he hit 6 figures. Why? Because he changed his beliefs, his state, and he took action. Now, I want you to do the same. Don't wait for permission. You already have it. Don't wait for inspiration. You already have it. Don't wait for motivation. You already have it. The only thing you need to do is to act. And yes, you might fall. Everyone falls. But when you fall, get back up. Ask yourself, what did I learn? And apply that lesson to the next action step. Because here's the truth, progress is never linear. Life is not a straight line. It's a wave, up and down. It's a roller coaster. It's a spiral. As long as you keep moving forward, you will win.